Welcome back to another episode of your favorite internet cooking show, Smell What Coop Is Cooking. I'm your host, Coop. Check this out, you guys. On last week's episode, I took you guys with me on an Aldi shopping haul where we picked up the Thanksgiving feast for 10 people for only $40. Check that episode out to see all the ingredients needed, because on today's episode, we're actually gonna hook it up. Gonna be doing this episode on location. Big shout out to moms for having us over so we could hook up this Aldi Thanksgiving feast. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section. Let's go. All right, first let's start with the most important part, the turkey breast. Gonna pat it down as dry as possible. I have added a few extra ingredients to help bolster this recipe just a little bit more. So I'm injecting this bird with a little flavor injection mixture that I made myself of essential herbs and spices, a little bit of lemon juice and an assortment of other ingredients. Gonna inject this bird in a few places, and then next it's time for our compound butter. Whipped up a compound butter here with some thyme, rosemary, garlic, a little bit of lemon juice in this one as well. Now I'm just gonna lather this turkey breast up in that butter. After it's nice and buttered up, let's hit it with some of that poultry seasoning we got straight from Aldi. Also gonna pack the crevice of this turkey breast with a little bit of onion and celery. Transfer that over to my baking dish with even more onions and celery. Add some fresh sprigs of thyme and rosemary. Cover this bad boy up with some foil. This is about a 7-pound turkey breast, so we're gonna roast this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 2 hours. After 2 hours, we'll remove that foil, start basting these breasts in some of that delicious juice that's come from our flavor injection, the compound butter we put on it, and the natural juices from inside the turkey breast. Back in the oven to roast for at least another 45 minutes. We're gonna keep basting this thing down every 10 to 15 minutes. Next, I got my russet potatoes going, along with those sweet potatoes. Shout out to both of my nephews who helped me peel all these potatoes before we boiled them. This is a little mix of brown sugar and vanilla extract that's gonna be going inside of our sweet potatoes as well. Time to start hooking up our mashed potatoes. Got all those cooked boiled potatoes going in a bowl, added some butter, some milk, salt, pepper, garlic powder, some freshly chopped chives. And we're just gonna keep mixing this until we get a nice smooth mashed potato consistency. Moving on over to those sweet potatoes, I got those boiled and added to my baking dish. Gonna hit that with some butter, that brown sugar and vanilla extract mix that I made a little bit earlier. A little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg all over. And bam, those are about ready to go. Got my carrots over here, hooked those up with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, some fresh thyme, dot the top with some more of that compound butter. Next, moving on over to the green bean casserole. In a mixing bowl, I've got my cut green beans going in, along with my cream of mushroom soup. Give that a good mix so it's all coated inside that cream of mushroom. At this point in time, if you're gonna season it, go ahead. I did mine straight inside the dish. Just hit it with some more of that poultry seasoning and a bit of salt and pepper. Bam, there you go. We got 4 sides hooked up. 3 of these are gonna go in the oven. The mashed potatoes are already ready to go. All right, flipping back over to that turkey. 45 minutes have passed. I've been basting this bad boy about every 10 to 15 minutes. As you can see, that skin is nice and golden brown. Pretty confident in my ability to roast a turkey without needing a thermometer, and this one came out just right. But if you're nervous, make sure you cook yours to an internal temp of 165 degrees. Now that I got my turkey out of the oven to rest, I'm gonna remove it from the roasted onions and celery. Transfer all those roasting juices into a measuring cup and chop down those cooked onions and celery a little bit smaller into bite-sized pieces. After you've done that, let's start hooking up our boxes of turkey stuffing. I've got my turkey broth and my butter melted inside of my pot. Into that, I'm gonna add my 2 boxes of turkey stuffing. Give that a good mix so it soaks up all that liquid. Next, I'm gonna transfer this into the same dish with those cooked onions and celery. Give that a little mix, and that'll be ready to pop back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Moving right along here, let's start hooking up the mac and cheese. I've already boiled my macaroni noodles. Into those noodles, I'm gonna add the cheese sauce that came inside the box. But we're gonna beef up this mac and cheese with some freshly shredded mozzarella. Here I took the liberties of making a delicious Parmesan and herb cheese sauce. Pouring that directly into the pot with the macaroni noodles. Give that a nice mix until it's all combined. Now let's pour this inside of our baking dish. I've lined this with a couple rows of panko and gonna finish it with some freshly chopped parsley. And once we've made that mac and cheese, let's move over to our pie. In a mixing bowl, I've already thrown in my pumpkin pie mix. Swap the evaporated milk for some sweetened condensed milk. Few eggs, some pie seasoning, a little bit of salt. Mix all that up, whip it up until it's well combined. Let's go ahead and pour that into our pie crust. Bought 2 cans of that pie mix, so I doubled the recipe and was able to hook up 2 whole pies. Now let's start baking off all of our side dishes. Into a 350-degree oven, I'm gonna throw in the sweet potatoes, the mac and cheese, carrots, green bean casserole, turkey stuffing, all of it's going in the oven. Gonna let all that bake for about 30 to 45 minutes, or until you get a nice golden brown crust on all of your dishes. About halfway through the process, go ahead and take those miniature marshmallows that we picked up from Aldi and sprinkle those all over your sweet potatoes. And now that all of our dishes have been completed for this Thanksgiving feast, let's go on down the line so you can get a look at each finished product. Here we got the turkey stuffing with those onions and celery that we roasted with the turkey breast mixed inside. Our super fire chive and butter mashed potatoes. Use the gravy packs from Aldi along with the fat from the turkey that we roasted. And that turkey breast came with 2 bags of turkey gravy that I went ahead and added to our gravy mix here. Roasted sweet potatoes after I added those marshmallows on top. Spoiler alert, this dish was a hit. Got the delicious roasted turkey breast looking all nice and beautiful sitting up over there. Accompanied by those roasted carrots. Creamy baked macaroni and cheese with that delicious panko crust on top. Green bean casserole, pumpkin pie. Got the cranberry and the rolls on deck in the back. I brushed those rolls with a little bit of butter and hit them with that everything but the bagel seasoning when I added it inside of the oven. This is looking fire. My mama's house been smelling good all day long off of this. It's time to hook up a plate. All right, Chef Coop's plate here. You know I had to get a little bit of each of the dishes we hooked up today. It's time for this week's Thanksgiving edition of Scoop for Coop. First, I gotta go on with that turkey. Perfectly moist. Gotta get a little bit of that gravy on there too. Next, let's go in with some of that turkey stuffing, super fire. A little bit of creamy mac and cheese, the candied yams going in for that, super bomb going in. Roasted carrots, how do you not love it? Green bean casserole. Mashed potatoes with that super fire well of gravy in the middle. Oh, you can't beat it. Come on now. Sweet Hawaiian rolls and cranberry to give you a pop of sweetness with this savory dish. And there you have it, folks. Aldi's 10-person feast for $40. Like I said, I got all the base ingredients that were on the list from Aldi's. Added a few ingredients just to jazz up some of these dishes. Personalize them a little bit and make them even better for the family. Even got the pie on deck for later for dessert. Can't beat it, you guys. Hopefully you guys have a happy Thanksgiving out there with your families. Thank you for rocking with your boy for another episode of Smell What Coop Is Cooking. Don't forget to like the video, share with a friend or foe you already know. For any special business inquiries,
investors? Possibly you!
Hit your boy up at smellwhatcoopiscooking@gmail.com. And we'll catch you guys right back here next week for another episode of Smell What Coop Is Cooking. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm out.